Hi, my name's Helen. This is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a house bell, hello. So today, what am I showing you today? Well, first of all, I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a nice day. The weather's improving, I think. I think we're going in the UK, well, in the south of the UK, because selfishly, that's the weather forecast I look at. It is going to be a bit nicer. We had a couple of nice days last week, which we all enjoyed. And I know hot weather's not for everybody, but it has been a pretty grim summer. The New Forest is still waterlogged. There are big areas that you would actually think were lakes, but it's just where it's rained so much. I thought I'd give you a local update. So I'm well, the family's well, mum's well. She got over that cold. I think it was probably COVID because it has taken her quite some getting over. But she's very well now. She's pretty tired because she had a lot of visitors at the weekend. And at 93, it takes you longer to recover from anything like that. I think we all get tired after a lot of visitors. But she loves to see everybody, of course. So that's great, and it's lovely that she's in a part of the world that people visit, so when they visit they go and see her, which is doubly nice. Anyway, what did I want to show you today? Two things really. So you'll remember that I did a collaboration with Dialect, the perfume company, and I am now wearing that perfume. I am now wearing that perfume every day. And their whole philosophy is, why pay for the packaging, the marketing? An awful lot of the price of a perfume is because it's the premium brand, it's the packaging, it's whoever they've worked with to deliver that particular perfume. And we're all taken for a bit of a ride really, because at the end of the day, these perfumes are made in the same area of France. I think is it the Grasse region, or I'm not very good at all that stuff, but in the same area, and they've done away with all the packaging and all the rest of it. And at the end of the day, if you've got some fancy perfumes you want to keep on your dressing table, and I don't know about you, but we've got a downstairs loo, so nobody actually sees my bedroom unless I happen to show them around, which I wouldn't want to do very often because it's usually a bit of a pickle. Then, you know, what are you paying for really? If you can find a scent here that you like, and they are all inspired, or they all have notes and inspiration from other perfumes that you probably do like. And I have actually enjoyed changing it up a bit because I had got completely nose blind to my regular perfume and I couldn't smell it. So it was all a bit pointless for me. Maybe I know other people could smell it because I'd get comments occasionally. But I would say it's not very expensive, this perfume, at all. It's within the reach of most people. It's completely discreet packaging. There's a lot of perfume in here. I've forgotten, I did this last time, didn't I? I couldn't remember. 50ml. So in a posh perfume, that'd probably come in a little skinny bottle with great big knobs on top. And it would cost you a lot more than this. I've got a discount code of Helen15, and this one that I'm wearing at the moment is called Aromatic Sagewood, and I've certainly had no complaints. Oh, it's so nice. I really like it. So that's what I'm wearing at the moment. I am going to be doing a long-term collaboration with them, which I'm thrilled about because I get the chance to try a new perfume every month. So I'll be bringing that to you on a regular basis. So if you have tried it, I hope you like it. It's a money back guarantee if you don't like it. So I would just say give it a go. For all the money you've got really, and for the fact that you can get money back guarantee, really, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? So that's the perfume. Then I wanted to show you, there's not an awful lot, but I got another few dresses from George at Asda. They tempted me again, but partly because I was ordering these. Now, I have talked about these before, but I haven't really shown them to you before. And these are Coverless duvets. These haven't come out of the bag yet. I'm not going to pretend they're easy to get back in the bag because they're not, but you can get them back in. But you can see it's only the size of a sleeping bag really. So if you have maybe visitors and you don't want to store a great big duvet, these are perfect. But the best thing about these is there's no ironing. They fit in a normal size washing machine, especially these are singles. But the reason I got these is because these are for the caravan actually. And I've already got two. Well, I've actually got 2 king size and 2 singles. But because I used to use them in the cabin, perfect because I didn't have to change or iron, not change, obviously I washed them, but I didn't have to change the duvet. And also we had a fair few people that were actually allergic to feathers, and all of my duvets are feather and down. So I had 2 singles, but now when we're going away with the children, Rob and I are sleeping on the single beds, and they're actually sleeping on the sofas at the front of the caravan, because Rob was like, why have you bought more? Because we have got duvets coming out of our ears, I'm afraid, because this is what I use now on the children's beds upstairs all the time. It's so convenient, and they're lightweight, but they do keep you warm. See what I mean about getting this out? I don't think I'm going to get this back in again, am I? Rob might be able to, but I mean, really, what's the point for me? But you can see how small it can go. So if storage space is a problem for you, then these are ideal. And I also really like the colourways. They sell them, there's a company called the Fine Bedding Company, which is, good Lord, this is harder than I remember, which they kind of started these, I think. And because when I first looked for them, I really found it difficult to find them. Whew, I got it off eventually. But I thought this was such a lovely colour. And I think I'll put a link. Oh, that's nicely creased, so I'll have to give that an iron. But it's really lovely fabric. I think it must be cotton and polyester. But it doesn't feel nasty. You know, some of them feel a bit nasty, don't they? These things. But it's lovely colours, isn't it? Really lovely. So you've got, I think this is a 7.5 tog, but it's plenty. This is, yeah, it's 52 polyester, 48 cotton, and the filling is 100% polyester. But you can see it's got the nice edging on it. I think they're great. And if changing a bed is hard work for you, because it does get to be quite hard work, doesn't it? These are perfect, and they dry really, really quickly. They really do. I can vouch for that. So I got 2 of those. Gosh, I'm worn out after doing that. So I've got those, and then I've just got 3 summer dresses to show you. I'm exhausted after this. But these are at Asda, George Asda. Of course they are, because it's a George haul in my haul. So I wanted to share those with you because I think they're a brilliant solution to bedding. Very popular. I think it was America they came from, because in America they call them a comforter, and they have a flat sheet underneath. They don't tend to do the kind of duvet covers like we do. Oh, well, when I was there, that's what they did anyway. Right, so enough about these, and I will try the dresses on. I think it's just 3 dresses. It's not massive, but it's the last of the summer season, really, because they're knocking everything out now. As if you've managed this far, you don't probably need them, but, you know, you might have holidays still to come or whatever. Anyway, I will go and try those on now. And this first dress is rather nice colours, I think. It's like a mustard and just slightly off-white colour. It's £20 and it's viscose and polyamide. I got this in a 16. It's a button through. Now, when it's a button through and it's kind of doesn't have a lot of spare fabric, you are in danger of pulling the front when you sit down. And that certainly is true on this. Which I've just found. It's got this kind of raglan sleeve, or dolman sleeve this is, isn't it? A dolman sleeve, so it just continues, there's no seams. But it's a decent length, and it does give you a nice flattering wide sleeve. with a self-tied belt. It's a nice length. It needs ironing, but I'm always reluctant to iron things before I've decided whether I want to keep them, because if I would happen to catch it, or I mean I probably never would, but it's law that that would happen. It has got pockets, which I think for £20 is excellent. I like the shape of it. I think it's quite sophisticated and quite flattering. It's not see-through, I don't think. I have got kind of neutral pants on, so that would help, obviously. But it's a nice length. If I was keeping it, I would actually sew down the front so that you couldn't have any danger of the buttons pulling open, because it hasn't got a lot of fabric. I mean, yeah, it's got barely an inch there, well, 2 inches altogether, but you know, it's a possibility that you could catch it when you sit down. So I think that's pretty good for £20. They did have a promotion this weekend. I think if you spent over £40, you got 20% off. So if you're looking at anything, if you're kind of not fussed and just looking for that discount, I think they'll be coming thick and fast. So that's number one. There's only two more. So this one is also viscose and polyamide. It's a lovely print, I think, a kind of jungle leaf inspired print. And this is also £20. Doesn't have pockets, lovely sleeve. I'll show you the detail at the back. Now, what I don't like about this dress, it's got a very deep slit at the front, and I'll show you that obviously as I go over there. I did get this in a 16 too, and it fits fine. I thought I'd try the 16s to see, because sometimes you might feel more comfortable going for the bigger size, but if you're comfortably getting into the size smaller, I think you do look slimmer. Although it kind of takes you sometimes outside your comfort zone. So yeah, it's a good length, but I just don't like that slit at the front. If you're wearing chopper or pants as well, it kind of makes you nervous that they're going to be seen, which isn't ideal. I wouldn't want to be flashing those off particularly. You've got this tie at the back which keeps it from slipping off, because it is quite a wide neckline, and it's nice to have that open at the back, because that really does help to keep you cool in my experience. So a nice sunny summery dress for £20. You really can't complain. The floor is squeaky because that trolley I got from TK Maxx, my bargain of the month, bargain of the year maybe, where the wheels were squeaky, Rob used the silicone spray that we bought for the rail on the caravan, and he didn't really think about it too much, because Billy came in, walked in his socks and just went flying. So now where he's wiped up the silicone, it's kind of left like this squeaky. Can you hear it? Anyway, that's what the squeaking is. So we've got rid of the squeaky wheels, and now we've got a squeaky floor. So £20 for a jolly summer dress, which for me, I mean, if you've got great legs, happy days to have that slit. I don't have great legs. So, I mean, they're great legs, they work and everything, but a bit flabby around the knee area. So not my ideal to show that part of me off. So it's I'll try the next one on. And this final dress was just £16. Incredible. It's got pockets. It's 100% viscose. Lovely. Different colourway, isn't it? To have the black and the white. Well, it's not white, like cream actually, with a lime green centre flower, like a daisy, I guess. Lovely sleeves. I think they're really, what do they call these? They've got a name. Angel sleeve. I suppose they're like wings. And this is pull on. The last dress was pull on as well. My hair's getting more and more dishevelled where I'm putting it over me. And And this one has got 2 slits at the front, but they're not as high as those last slits. I think they cheapen the dress. If I'm really honest, I would have preferred them not to be there, but that's just me. On the other hand, I suppose they do help the flow of air if it's particularly warm. This is also a 16, and this is absolutely fine because obviously it's got some width. It's just got this elastic at the back here, very easy. They're all a bit creased because, as I said, I haven't ironed them, but that slit is actually below the knee, so I'm fine with that. And I suppose that slit does kind of mirror the sleeves, doesn't it? Having that angel sleeve and then the slits, maybe that's why. But very, very good value. £16 if, you know, you maybe don't wear a lot of dresses, or you just need something for an occasion, or just one for a holiday or something. Really, £16, you can't go wrong, can you? So that's it. I should have said it's Empire line. Then it's got the seams here, which then go into the slits at the bottom. So that's it. The duvets, the coverless duvets, were £20 each, which I think is the cheapest I've found them, and they're just as good as the more expensive ones in my experience. So that's the end of this haul. Not a mammoth one, but we are going into the autumn really very soon, so the shops are kind of finishing up their summer clothes. So I've got a small Marks and Spencer's haul to show you next time, and I will do that. And thank you as ever for watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.